Hi everyone, I'm Paula Falinger. I'm from the East Penn School District. I've been with them for 20 years and I've taught both first and second grades. This year I'm in a new role as an instructional specialist. And today I'm going to talk to you about developing and leveraging a PLN to promote student learning. So first of all, a PLN is a professional or personal learning network. What that is, it's a tool that uses social media and technology to communicate and collaborate and connect with colleagues and educators anywhere at any time. This is really important. No longer are you just able to communicate with those teachers and professionals within your building or within your district. Now you can actually reach out and connect with anyone anywhere, which is extremely important. And this in turn will open up a world for your students as well, because now they are able to connect with anyone, anywhere through you and your PLN. So how are you going to do that? So first you need to grow your own professional PLN. And you can do that in many different ways. I think that the most effective and easiest way is through Twitter. So that's what I'm going to talk to you about. But you can actually also grow your PLN through social circles in Google+. You can actually follow education blogs and read and comment on those. You can join education chats. You can participate in education groups on Facebook. Lots of different things. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at Twitter. But first, before we do that, I just want to give you a little piece of advice that I've learned along the way. If you are on Twitter, you do want to separate your Twitter accounts. So for me, I have a professional account, which is the one that I use for my PLN and connecting with my colleagues from around the globe. And then I also have a classroom Twitter, which I use mainly for my students and I to connect with other second grade classes in our case, because we were a second grade classroom, and with parents. I chose not to use Twitter. For me personally, I use other social media avenues for that. But if you were to use Twitter for you personally, I would not put that on your professional or classroom Twitter. Keep everything separate so it all is neatly in its own separate package. So we're going to hop on over to Twitter now and take a look at that. So this is my Twitter account, and you may want to start to grow your own PLN and wonder how to do that. So my advice to you is to look and see who other people are following. So take a look at your administrators, take a look at fellow educators, take a look at your teachers, take a look at your friends, take a look at some other people that you may be following. And how you can do that is you go and you look at who people are following. So if you want to look at who I'm following, you just click on my followers and you can scroll through. And as you do that, you can see who I'm following, and then you would just click on follow, and then you can follow those people. So if you see somebody, you can click on them, and then you can follow them. You can actually search for other people. So if you know the name of another person that you want to try to follow, you can go ahead and click on those persons to see who they're following. And you can click on follow, and you can follow anybody's followers. You can also decide that you want to search up hashtags. So if you happen to be a math teacher, you can follow hashtag or search up hashtag math, and that will take you to any math conversations going on. If you have top over here, that'll take you to the top conversations in math, or latest. That will put the latest tweets on top, and you can go ahead and scroll through. If you see something that kind of strikes your fancy or that you're interested in, you could click on that, read more about it. You could like it, you could comment it, you could actually click on that person and start to follow them. Might be somebody who you want to add to your PLN, someone who you might want to collaborate with or ask a question to. Another way to grow your PLN, to reach out and to branch out and get more followers for yourself. There's a lot of different hashtags out there. You can have, if you're interested in STEAM, Future Ready, EdTech, PBL, coding, Teach Like a Pirate has one, Kids Deserve It, EdChat, Math Chat. You can actually, if you teach an elementary school, for kindergarten, second grade, first grade, any of the grades have hashtags. And also, you can participate in chats that go on. Chats go on monthly, some go on twice a month. So K-Chat, First Chat, Second Chat. You can search through those. KTI has a chat. Pretty much everybody has chats. I would say every day of the week there's multiple chats going on. If you're not comfortable participating in a chat right away, that's fine. When I first joined Twitter, I wasn't comfortable doing that. So I would kind of creep around and look around, and I would just kind of watch the chat going on. Another good way to grow your PLN, you can pinpoint people who you may like to follow, and you can definitely follow them. Even if you're not joining the conversation. And the one great thing about educators is, number one, they love to share. And number two, if you follow them, they will follow you back. So that's just a great way to get new followers and get new contacts and get new resources. Great way. So go ahead and join some chats as well. Okay. So we're going to head back over here, and just want to tell you, I did reach out for my second grade friends, and this is one way that my PLN really came through for me. This was during the Global Read Aloud, and we were reading the same book. So I kind of threw it out there to my second grade friends and said, did anybody want to participate in a read aloud with me? So 4 of my friends got back to me. So we had Pennsylvania, Kansas, North Carolina, and California. We each read a couple pages from the same chapter book over Google Hangout, which was so cool. So we had 4 classes from across the country participating in a read aloud. What a great experience for our kids, and just one way that my PLN came through for me. And another quick story through my PLN, I was reading a book. I had actually, one of my sons was reading a book to me over the summer, and just kind of threw it out there on Twitter and tagged the author in my tweet, and she liked it and tweeted back. So you never know who's going to be out there, who's going to kind of throw some information your way, who's going to like your tweet. Great experience. But the one thing I can't stress enough is ask questions. That's what your PLN is there to help you with. Nothing too small, nothing too big, and you'll be amazed at the quickness of responses and the willingness to help. Great, great, great stuff. Okay, the other thing I want to talk to you about is how can you promote student learning with your PLN? So this is where my classroom Twitter kind of comes in handy. So I use my own professional PLN to kind of jumpstart my student learning. So the first thing I did was make a class Twitter account. So we tweet once a day in my classroom, and my students love to see who likes our tweets. Their parents and our principal like that. You can actually tweet without Twitter. So you can just say follow with @username to 40404, and people can start receiving tweets without being on Twitter right on their device. So this is how I stay connected with my parents. Okay, another thing is follow other classes, make new friends. We exchange tweets, pictures, videos, and have a slow chat. We even created our own hashtag to keep the conversation going, which was really cool. So we were reading the BFG. So we just created a hashtag BFG slow chat. And throughout the week, we sent questions back and forth with each other through our little classroom PLN. And we're talking to each other throughout the week. That was a great student experience for them. We also tweet out and tag experts and organizations related to our studies and ask questions that way. So we tweeted Magic Johnson. No surprise he didn't get back to us, but the students really loved that. We actually also tagged the Jane Goodall Institute in one of our tweets, and they actually did like our tweet, which was pretty awesome considering they have 1.5 million followers. The Go Noodle people liked our tweet. And we actually went to the Olympics last year, sent a video, and Summer Brichter liked our tweet while she was still in South Korea, which was very cool. So I hope this gave you a couple of ideas of how you can leverage your PLN for student learning. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or tweet me. Thanks a lot.